This is Red River Gorge in Kentucky. A beautiful area, so many places to hike, so many amazing things to see, experiences to have, and stories to tell. This is not one of those stories. Okay, so this is a different type of video, at least in structure, because of what happened in the video.
Yes.
Good addition, Renette.
Thanks.
So we were in Red River Gorge, and this was one of the trips before Hachi came into our lives, when we had Seymour, before we lost her. We were in Red River Gorge with my sister and her wife and their child, Van, who's an adorable kid. He's
freaking, just want to bite his cheeks. Yeah.
I'm gonna dial 911 on my phone, and if you say one more pedo thing, I'm gonna hit 1 again.
Cheeks.
And then if you say it one more time, I'm gonna hit call. So you get 2 more
strikes and then I'm out.
Yep. So we were in Red River Gorge, which is this beautiful area in Kentucky, and we were staying in a cabin that you found.
Yes, it was adorable in the middle of nowhere, and
yes. No, it was a great cabin.
There was a hot tub.
Yeah.
We didn't see any bears. We did see an otter.
But the cabin was pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and it was really close to a couple of trails. So the first couple trails that we went on this particular day, we could take Rex with us because dogs were allowed on those trails. But then there was one.
It's the main one. That was the natural bridge.
Is that the name of the trail?
Yeah, it's like the most popular one.
So we get there, there's only 5 minutes left for the lifts that take you from the ground up to the top of the mountain where all of the trails are. Or you can take the long walk to get up there.
Which we originally thought was just 0.5 miles.
All right, I'm on the ski lift. I'm going up. As you can see, there is no Renette beside me. My sister is not good with heights.
Plus she's carrying the baby on her back on like this giant hiker's backpack.
Right, adorable kid. But yeah, my sister does not do heights at all. I wanted to at least get footage for the video of us traveling on this chairlift. And the plan was I was gonna ride the chairlift up while you and them
hike the 0.5 easy miles up to meet him.
And that's where our trouble began. So I get up to the top. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, 5 minutes. Swung my feet over the trees and enjoyed the ride. I get up to the top, and as I get off the chair, I said, hey, I have people meeting me up here. Which way should I walk? And he said, that way. So I was like, great. So I start walking out, and there's the first thing I get to is the natural bridge. It's the top of it. And it is insane in America that there is a place where you can just walk right up to the edge of nothingness and, depending on your mood, walk back or take the quick way.
The easy way or the hard way?
Well, if you're in the Haunted Mansion, it's there's always my way. Because he killed himself.
Scream. I didn't understand that as a child, by the way.
You didn't understand that he killed himself?
No, I'm little. I was like, oh, his way? What does that mean?
What did you think about the swinging body over your head?
I wasn't allowed to look up.
You weren't allowed to look up?
No, it's too scary.
Your parents covered your eyes? Or did you just not think about looking up? Did you have your eyes closed?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not that you weren't allowed to look up, you were afraid to look up.
I wasn't allowed.
So yeah, I start walking across the bridge. About 15 minutes pass, and I get a phone call from Renette.
Thank goodness there's phone signal. Yeah. What was supposed to be 0.5 miles up the mountain was 2.5 miles up the mountain. But I was already like half a mile in, so I'm like, quitters don't quit.
Well, my sister, while they were walking up, it was actually a little bit more perilous than you think.
It was very steep and started to get a bit narrow.
Oh boy. Oy.
And carrying the baby backpack, she's like, I think we're gonna turn back. You go find Todd. I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. I should totally just continue this adventure. How bad could it be?
I get a call from Renette. Well, I'm up there thinking, wow, they should have been here by now. And she is panicked because
It's the sun setting, it's starting to rain, I'm cold, I need some caffeine, I'm a bit hungry. It's feeling a little weird.
I see a path of people coming my way. So I was like, oh, the dude told me to come this way, so I'll keep going.
And I said, Todd, what trail are you on? He's like, the trail they told me to go down. I'm like, okay, what's it called? The trail. Okay, I took a picture of the map before we did this because I knew what could go wrong. Anything could go wrong.
What's the worst that could happen?
So I sent him a copy of the map. I said, which trail are you on? He's like, the trail.
Yeah, honestly, you sent me it's like the map that you would see on the back of a Denny's menu for kids to color in. There's no markers on there. There's nothing, there's clearly no you are here because I don't know where the hell I am. I don't know where she is. So I just continue on the path. Renette! And then it starts raining and I can't find her. Renette! Eventually, I am sprinting. Do you hear the dog snoring? I am sprinting down this trail with gear on my, expensive gear on my back, and I don't see anyone at this point. I am literally parkouring through the jungle.
So dramatic.
I am parkouring through the woods, and I'm looking for Renette, and there were times I didn't know if I was gonna make it out. All right, I got separated from everybody. There's no one on the trail near me. It's starting to rain. It's starting to feel like I could die out here. Jason, delete my browser history. I don't think I've ever told you this, but I was just trying to book it down the path, thinking the faster I go,
The more likely you'll sprain your ankle?
no, I thought the sooner I would get to you.
Aw, honey.
Yeah, because every 3 minutes, she would call me more and more upset. So I felt like the quicker I could get there, the sooner I could make that stop. I still haven't found Renette. I talked to her on the phone when I had a signal, and I told her that I was documenting my journey, and I told her to document herself, but she sounded really panicked, so she's probably gonna do it badly, or like this. Bet you money.
All right, so I'm stuck in a storm underneath some rocks while I was trying to find Todd. And I'm on this trail in Kentucky. And by myself.
A small cabin we stayed in that night.
But I found some cover for a while because the rain started picking up. So I found a little bit of a covering that helps keep the equipment dry. But I had been sprinting trying to catch up with Renette. Nothing. She doesn't listen to me at home either, so. It's a beautiful trail. There are a lot of cliffs and there are a lot of caves, which I'll tell you what's terrifying is the sun setting and going into a cave that you can't see the back of, where you see signs for bears everywhere. But we did talk to each other on the phone. I screamed out her name probably 1,000 times. Renette! If anyone could hear, they knew your name.
When I was done with that adventure, I think my watch was clocking in at 70 flights.
Of beer.
I wish.
I'd probably run almost 2 miles by that point.
You took the ski lift up though, remember this.
Yeah. I still think I did more running.
It's your own fault.
And then at some point I said, you know what? Like, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to that area.
Back in time?
I gotta go back in time. But I turned around and ran back. Again, another 2-mile parkour through the woods, and I make it back to the natural bridge. And then at that point, you were at Lover's Leap.
Waiting for him.
Yeah, I was waiting for her too. Okay. So this area of the trail is called Lover's Leap. And I think I know why. Because if I find Renette after all of this hiking up here, I'm gonna grab her and jump off the cliff. I'm sorry, I'm gonna grab her and leap. Because she's my lover. Get it? Yeah, lover's push. And then we found each other.
We found each other.
I was so close to getting away. Alright, we gotta race the sun now. Wait, where are you going?
The way back to the car.
Is this where you came from?
Yes.
This is where I came from.
Yeah.
I went that way.
And if you didn't go through the needle, then you missed completely what I'm talking about. There's 2 paths here.
I'm gonna kill her. I take that back. I said, Renette, I said I was gonna kill you on camera. And then I realized if you fall, good luck getting me out of jail. Unless that's why I'm saying this right now. And it was a magical moment.
Of us booking it back down the hill.
Right, because at this point, we got to see a beautiful sunset.
We did.
We actually got to see a really beautiful sunset.
It was probably perfect.
However, the problem with the sunset is that means the sun is going away for the rest of the night. And I don't know how many of you have been on a trail in the mountains when the sun is gone, but they don't have streetlights. So, luckily, the guy who has camera gear has this bad boy. And let me tell you, it made a huge difference.
It was so impressive and bright that we ended up helping 2 other...
Human beings.
Yeah, let me start again. That we ended up guiding 2 other people down the mountain and helping them safely.
As we're walking down, the only person who's been on this path before is Renette, and she's leading us down, and it was some steep.
There were a couple parts where you had to like get on your bum and slide down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're slouches when it comes to hiking. Like, we like hiking.
Oh, yeah.
But there were definitely some points where we had to help these ladies down.
I just have to not slip with this.
Yeah, well, I'm recording, so if you're gonna slip, this is the time.
So much. Super supported right now. Okay. Good. This is the scariest spot. So once you're past here, everything else is pretty manageable. gosh, you are godsend.
However, Miss been on the path before, gets to every fork in the path and goes, I think we go this way. Every time we would get to a sign and she would say, I think it's this way, this little voice got louder in the back of my head going, we're gonna die down here. And I just kept looking at Renette and these two ladies thinking, which one do I eat first?
It's so dramatic.
Giggity. But we did make it down
Yeah.
into a parking lot, which was also pitch black.
There was nobody there, barely any streetlights. But the cell phone reception was fine, so therefore we could beep boop boop.
All's well that ends well.
And then we hung out in the hot tub.
I don't have any footage of that.
That would be weird.
So go to Red River Gorge, take the trail earlier in the day. Also, don't separate from your buddies, which is important because there are bears. And if you encounter a bear, make sure you are the fastest person in your group. It can save your life. Bye!